What's up guys, and welcome to another Game Breakers plays. Today we are playing the brand new EA Sports title FIFA 16 demo. Yeah, we are only playing a demo because the full game hasn't been released, and we always try to look at the demo before we actually start doing videos in the actual game. So this year's demo is now available on a couple of different platforms: the Xbox One, the PS4, the PC, and on last gen consoles, the Xbox 360 and the PS3. This, what you're watching right now, is Xbox One footage. Now, all versions of the game include the following teams: Barcelona, Real Madrid, which is the match you're seeing now, because once you press A at the start screen, it takes you straight into a game where you're playing as Real Madrid and you're facing Barcelona at the Santiago Bernabeu. Okay. Other teams in the game are Chelsea, Manchester City, Borussia Dortmund, Borussia Mönchengladbach, I hope I've said that correctly, Paris Saint-Germain, Inter Milan, the Seattle Sounders, and River Plate. There is also two women's national teams which are new to this year's FIFA. They are the women's national teams of the United States of America and of Germany. I will actually be doing a video reviewing the women's teams in a women's teams international match in a later video. The demo also includes FIFA Ultimate Team Draft, which is new to FIFA this year. Obviously, Ultimate Team's been around for a while, but this is a slightly different version. Basically, I will also be doing a more in-depth video on the Ultimate Team Draft and playing a game with the team that I pick via the draft. So, that's unique. Now, you've probably already seen it in this video, this next feature of the game this year, and that is FIFA Trainer. The description on EA's website says everyone can compete at a higher level in FIFA 16. Check out the FIFA Trainer, a new contextual training system to pick up some new tips while playing kickoff or foot draft. You can turn this off by clicking the right analog stick in, or the thumbstick, whatever it's called. Clicking the right stick in turns this on and off, and it basically teaches you the controls of the game, like what's tackle, what's pass, what's shoot. It doesn't really tell you what run is, which it seems pretty obvious what run is, to be honest. But then you can pause the game and go into the FIFA Trainer menu and change the levels. So level 1 is obviously really basic stuff, like basic tackle, basic passes, basic shots. Just press the button it is, respectively. Or you can crank it up a couple of levels and do something the next level up. So like with your lob pass, you can change your lob pass maybe into a chip through ball, or a lob pass in the crossing zone turns into a cross. So a double tap is obviously a low cross, and a triple tap is a ground cross, and it just teaches you how to do those things. And then obviously a higher level will be more like probably different like shots, more complicated stuff basically. So that really helps people that are new to the series. Obviously you've got the skill games where they can practice, but if they're still not used to the controls, well, they can play matches on the lowest difficulty and obviously use the FIFA Trainer to help them that little bit more. But it is only available in Kickoff and FIFA Ultimate Team Draft. There are new skill games in this year's FIFA as well. As matches are loading in the demo, you can try out one of the 6 new skill games, and obviously the slight differences each year. Obviously you've got like defending, you've got like running with the ball, dribbling, passing and all that, shooting, and they're all slightly different each year. But with this, it grades you on how well you performed. Now, I've been getting D's in the skill games. I did get a B when I was loading up the women's national team match. I got a B on the dribbling. But it doesn't save your progress in a demo, obviously. In the real game it would do. But yeah, you can just try out the new skill games. And I do like the grading system that I've got, because instead of just scoring points, you can score points but you can get a bad grade because you may have messed up. But you can still score a low number of points and get a high grade. And the grade is actually dependent on how good you are, how well you performed overall. It's not based on how many points you score anymore. So you can still perform well, but you can still sort of drop points here and there, but you can still overall, you can perform well and obviously get the grade because of that. And the final thing for me to talk about is the Bundesliga broadcast presentation, which is an update for this year's FIFA. If you're playing as Borussia Dortmund or Borussia Mönchengladbach and you're playing the other team, so obviously Dortmund or Mönchengladbach, at Borussia Park, which it will automatically do for you, you will get the Bundesliga broadcast presentation, the authentic broadcast graphics for the German Bundesliga. Just to talk about stadiums, very briefly, there are 3 in the demo: Borussia Park, CenturyLink Field of the Seattle Sounders, and Real Madrid's Santiago Bernabeu. Okay, so that is all the information of the demo so far. I've got a little bit left of this video, so I'm just going to talk about the gameplay and how I found the game. This match you're seeing now, obviously Real Madrid versus Barcelona. This is the second time I've loaded up the demo, so it's the second time I've played this game. First time I played it, I won 5-0 with Real Madrid. Second time loaded up the game, a little bit more difficult. I will admit, the 5 goals I scored, 3 of them were basically tap-ins, and a couple of decent headers as well, and then the 5th one was a long-range strike from Ronaldo. But that's not the point. The point is, in this game it's a bit more difficult, and I've noticed that this year, if you put a cross in, and or even the ball across the box just for an easy tap-in, as they dub it a term, sweaty goal, if you try to do that, sometimes the players will overrun the ball and you'll miss the opportunity to essentially just pass it into an empty net because your players overran it. And that adds more realism because they sometimes don't always stay behind the ball. They do make those runs. If they are a quick player especially, they will, I say most of the time, some of the time they'll overrun the ball. So it just adds that little bit more authenticity to the game. I've found the controls actually pretty fluid this season. I've found them better than last year, obviously because it's a new game and obviously advancements in technology and all that. But I have found them better, and I felt like it's a much better game. I didn't really get into FIFA 15 as much as I liked, but FIFA 16 I think I probably will, because to me, it just feels a lot more fluid and how the game should be, to be honest. But obviously, this is only the demo. There will be obviously more changes to the game, obviously more teams and everything, and updated teams. But obviously, like I said, it is only the demo. There will be more improvements to it, but let's hope those improvements aren't actually downgrades, because to me, for a demo, it's pretty good. I've actually played a lot more of it than I did FIFA 14 and FIFA 15 probably combined, because I only really played one game in that, well, in those demos anyway, before obviously buying the full game. So just to wrap up then, we will have more videos in FIFA 16. What I will be doing is obviously a FIFA Ultimate Team draft video, which will be on the Xbox One, and a women's national teams video on the Xbox One. I'll also have videos in the Xbox 360 version and the PC version to do compare and comparisons between the console and obviously the PC version and the last gen version. So look forward to those other videos that'll be coming up probably next week sometime. They'll be coming out before FIFA 15 is launched. FIFA 16 is launched. It's not FIFA 15, of course it's not. But yeah, those videos will be coming out before FIFA 16 is launched later in the month. So, with that being said, I am going to wrap up this video there. I've been Dave from GameBreakers, and I will see you in the future for more videos. Bye.